How long are we going to view Indians as majority and minority? You want me to accept that I'm a minority? In all my elections, I've defeated candidates who happen to be Hindu. In a constituency where Hindu population was more than 80%.
Yes.
More than a Kanpur, the Hindu population was more than 80% in 1980. As far as my own personal experience is concerned, there has been absolutely no conflict between the government and the office of the governor. Absolutely no conflict. Yes, the duty of the governor, the oath which governor takes is to protect, preserve, and defend the constitution. The governor is not in the state to run the administration. The governor is in the state to ensure that the business of government is conducted in accordance with law, which means the constitution and constitutional spirit, constitutional morality. So that has happened in the past, and it was only at the time of CAA, Citizenship Amendment Act, where I had a strong feeling that the citizenship is a subject which comes exclusively under the jurisdiction of the central government. But it does not mean that people who are in the state government, they cannot give expression to their views. They cannot oppose any provision. They have every right. But my objection, where I had taken exception to was where the state institutions, individuals giving expression to their opinion, there was no problem. We are a free country, we are a democracy, everybody has that right. But where the state institutions were being used to create an environment which, in my opinion, was creating suspicion and misunderstanding in the mind of the people about the purpose of the act which was passed by Parliament. How long are we going to view Indians as majority and minority? You want me to accept that I'm a minority? In all my elections, I have lost elections, but I have won more elections. I've defeated candidates who happen to be Hindu. In a constituency where Hindu population was more than 80%.
Yes.
More than a Kanpur, the Hindu population was more than 80% in 1980.
Yes.
And you want me to accept that because I was born in a Muslim family, therefore I should accept that I'm a minority? This was the attitude of colonial masters, because they never accepted India to be a nation. They always said India is a conglomeration of communities. India is not a nation. Whosoever, they used to talk to the community leaders. Are we going to continue this practice? Unfortunately, the party which opposed it, who said, no, we are a nation. We may have differences, we may have diversities, but we are a nation. Unfortunately, after independence, during the elections, they also did not behave much differently. And that legacy is continuing. But somebody somewhere will have to stop and think about it. Please let me also become Indian. Why you want me to wear this label of being minority? During Prime Minister VP Singh's time, the government had created a minority finance corporation. I was the only one in the cabinet who opposed it. When the Constitution does not define who a minority is, through government orders, you are creating minorities. And you are creating these minority commissions. I'm totally opposed to it. I'm for strengthening the Human Rights Commission, which can take care of anybody and everybody. It will not be a redressal. It would rather provide an excuse to those who indulge in discrimination, a sort of moral justification, because then how he will behave? So if some application belonging to the targeted group, I do not call them minority, but as you are saying, comes, he will say, for you, Minority Finance Corporation has been created, go there. And Minority Finance Corporation will not have enough finances to fund even the rickshaw pullers and tangawalas. When I go to my village, which is only at a distance of about 110 kilometers from Delhi, whatever I am seeing at least since last 15 years, is unbelievable. And what started about 15 or 20 years back is even moving faster today. My village is the remotest part of the district, on the bank of Ganges, Ganga ke kinare, where when I say community, I do not mean religious, the village community I come from. The young girls, after the age of 11 and 12, were not allowed to step outside their homes, my own relatives. And today, in the morning, whenever I'm there, I go and stand by the roadside. More than 50 girls cycling, using bicycles to go to the college, which is at a distance of more than 7 kilometers. The same mindset to whom I was referring earlier, they have tried their best to stop these girls from going to the college. Nobody is listening to them now. Even I have made this statement that this controversy over veil should also be viewed in this same context. After the abolition of triple talaq, because the rate of divorce has come down heavily in the Muslim community. After this law, the Muslim girls who used to be reminded every day by their elders, their mothers, elder sisters, other senior ladies of the house, that if you won't behave, then you can be divorced. And it will be instant. Now that load is off the mind of young Muslim girls. And they are doing so well in academics. This is what is worrying some of these traditional, conventional leaders. Now imagine about the Muslim IPS, Muslim lady who is an IPS officer, a Muslim lady who is flying a plane, a Muslim lady who is a computer engineer, a Muslim girl who is working as an anchor on TV. If you accept that this is essential, protection will be available only when it is essential. And if it becomes essential, you accept their argument. Will it be possible for these young ladies to work? They will either have to give up their jobs or live with a sense of having committed the sin of not following what their religion prescribes as essential. And that is why I'm repeatedly saying that this is no controversy. This is a conspiracy to push back, to limit the career prospects anybody and everybody who is elected to an office where the oath of the Constitution, he is required to take oath of the Constitution. Because for so many years, this doubt was created in the mind of the people that we should fear each other. And on that basis, ultimately, this country was partitioned. Therefore, the constitution makers, they were of the view that we need little more time to normalize the situation, and then we should have uniform civil code. Yes, we have to move in that direction. Maybe don't do it today, tomorrow we will do it. And it is not very difficult. You just have to tell everybody that the function of the law, purpose of the law is not to create uniformity. Hindu code bill has not been able to create uniformity among the Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, and other. Leave them aside. Even among Hindus, it has not been able to create uniformity. How uniform civil code can inform uniformity on everybody? Actually, it is common civil code. It is not uniform civil code. And the aim is not to make people fall into one line, create uniformity. The aim is to have same rights and duties as husband and wife, or whatever the rights and duties are there.